Mkhwananzi is a witness that had a panic attack. Unfortunately, the evidence didn't. Mike did not testify after the commission accepted his medical evidence that he was unfit to give evidence on that day. The commission postponed his appearance and proceeded with the documentary and digital evidence instead. So the commission never managed to get Mike into the witness box, but instead the phones testified, the videos testified, the voice notes testified, the extractions testified. And by the end of the day, the commission had built a picture of a man sitting at the intersection of influence, access, relationships, and alleged criminal networks. Senior counsel Shaskason built a charge sheet index of Mkhwananzi in his absence. Count 1, high-level access to the SAPS leadership, influence, infiltration, and interference. Evidence following media reports involving senior leadership of the SAPS, Vusiket Maklala tells Mkhwananzi that my person is going to be a national commissioner now. Mkhwananzi replies, "Oh, I remembered. You told me something like that." The commission's question is, who was that person who was going to be Maklala's national commissioner? Who did Maklala know? What did Mkhwananzi know? What was he told? If you know who that person was, please drop it in the comments. Why was this discussion taking place in the first place? The issue is the commission appears interested in whether Mike was exposed to conversations involving influence over senior SAPS leadership. Count 2, General Julius, the parallel state rank. Julius was wearing his rank upside down for a good reason. Shows that Mike introduces Julius Mkhwananzi as General Julius from Ekurhuleni. He has all the contacts of Tshwane and EMPD. It is a good connection to have. The commission's question is, why was Mike brokering this introduction between Julius and this other person via Teams? Why was Mkhwananzi's network being marketed? What problem was this connection expected to solve? The issue is the commission appears less interested in Julius's official designation than in the role that Mike assigned to him. In Mike's world, the value was not the badge. The value was the contacts. Count 3, the Blue Light Saga, the PFMA abuse. The evidence before us now explored allegations involving blue lights escorts, law enforcement vehicles being used for criminal networks, accessing policing resources. Commission question is, who had access, who authorized it, who benefited, who facilitated it? The issue is the commission appears interested in whether the official law enforcement authority was being informally extended into private networks. The blue lights, the access, the questions. Count 4, the cards, the parallel state operation. Evidence before us now is that the commission has examined cards and credentials connected to Mkhwananzi's network. Why were they issued? What authority did they represent? Who benefited from them? The issue is the commission appears interested in whether credentials were being used to create access, influence, and legitimacy. The card might be a small little piece of paper. The access that it gives you is huge. Count 5, the Julius letters used for the parallel state operations. They were all signed by Julius Mkhwananzi. The commission's question is, why were they issued? Who requested them? Who benefited? What purpose did they serve? The issue is the commission appears interested in whether official standing was being used to support private actors. Count 6. George Van der Meer. The sting with the hoax. The evidence that is before us is that Mike Van Wyk sends messages. So it was George that set up that sting with the hoax. George is later identified as George Van der Meer, the general manager of the Gupta mines. Not good. What sting were they talking about? Which hawks matter? What role did George play? What did Mike know? The message suggests knowledge of an operation involving the hawks. Count 7. The cashback, money laundering. Evidence is that Mike Van Wyk sends Maklala a photograph showing a large quantity of cash. So why did he send this photograph? And why did he send it to Ket Maklala? For what purpose? This commission views the image as part of a broader pattern of financial communications. Count 8. The prestige bricks. This is a Schedule 6 offense. Get me a good price. Evidence before the commission plays a video showing 5 prestige branded bricks, crown logo markings, bricks being weighed, and the voice states 970. Yeah, it's open. Immediately afterwards, get me a good price. Some of the messages that happens, how many bricks do you have? 350? Do they go for 350K, 300K, 250K? Oh, and then somebody says, oh, don't forget, this is 100% pure. The weight. The commission relies on the SAP's forensic evidence involving similar prestige branded cocaine exhibits. The commission implication that approximately 1 kg per brick, approximately 5 kg shown on the video. The price, the discussion appears consistent with 250 to 350K per brick. Implied value is that these 5 bricks, they are approximately 1.2 million to 1.75 million. The voice note says we go in at 250, which means they settled at 250K per brick times 5. The commission's theory appears to be the video shows cocaine, the charts discuss the cocaine, the prices relate to cocaine, the voice note reflects the negotiation of a good price, the bricks, the price, the denial. Because Mike Van Wyk in his affidavit says he never received that video on his phone. The commission's big question: was Mike Van Wyk merely a businessman moving among powerful people? Or was Mike acting as a facilitator, connecting influence, relationships, information, credentials, official endorsements, access to authority, money, and high risk network? Anyway, we've come to the end of Mike Van Wyk's testimony while he was having a heart attack, and we just went through his charge sheet. See you on the next one.